Welcome to Reelscape, where we go beyond boardrooms into the mind of visionaries, here where ambition meets resilience and stories of innovation comes to life. I'm your host, Taha Othman. I'm here with Group Managing Director of Reportage, Mr. Andrea Nucera. Welcome, Mr. Andrea.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's an honor having you here at our
My
this year's
pleasure, my
podcast
pleasure.
and learning from your experience and your take on life, as the quote says. Visionaries shape not just industries but lifestyles. What was your one life principle or belief that guided you through every decision in your career?
I believe that mainly I learned that the main difference is always to be, let's say, quite special also in the business. But if there is no continuity in the action, there is no result. So my suggestion is to be always continuous, even and especially in the difficulties.
Great advice, actually. Resilience is power, as they say.
Absolutely.
So, as someone has become an icon of ambition and success in UAE's real estate landscape, in your belief, do you think people are born leaders, or is it something that can be cultivated through over time?
There are people that they are fantastic football player or tennis player.
Yeah.
Even the life and the different business activities, anyone can be something special because he's born like this. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking in general. But I think that anyone, even without being Maradona of the activity that he's doing, can absolutely reach a very, very good result. I need to just come back to what I said before, be persistent and be continuous is the key to reach a result. Then you can be 100% or you can be maybe 70%, but for sure you will reach a result.
You reach a certain goal.
Absolutely.
As they say,
absolutely.
Yes, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you will lay among the stars.
Absolutely.
Mr. Andrea, as someone who has redefined urban living, how do you see success beyond numbers and achieving milestones?
For me, first of all, when you are working, you reach a moment that, of course, you are not driving anymore by money, but you are driving about the capability to see that you have the perception that something is growing around you. I'm not talking about the company only, I'm talking about the people around you. And I have to say that this is the way that I measure normally the result. When I see people, there are people that are working with us in this adventure from the day one. Now is 11 years, I know when we start and I see them now, so I am sure that this is the way to measure what we are doing.
So you're measuring the success within the success of the culture also?
Measure what we are doing more than the success. When I see people that are professionally and personally growing with us, because it's the way that you can understand that you are living something every day, you are building something more.
You have your own stamp every day.
I say I'm not thinking in this way that I have to modify the personality of anyone. I'm thinking that I'm sure that we can learn from each other every day. It's not a matter if you are the CEO or you are the office boy. The most important point is that people mentality are open to understand, to learn each other, and when you understand that what you want to transfer to people is there, of course this is the way to understand that you are doing well.
Gotcha. For every visionary there was a spark. What was your big moment or big leap that set you into the path that you are having?
To be honest, we are living in a so dynamic and complicated market that there is no a single moment, Every day we need to reinvent something. Every day we need to just have a new idea and we need to be something better. This is the reality. So I don't have a single specific event or idea. I can say that even this morning I work on a project and I start from a certain number and I finish on another one, changing the design, understanding how we can maximize certain element, how we can reduce the construction area. So every day we are doing something. We are having the idea.
So, Mr. Andrea, you've built communities and shaped skylines. Looking back at your achievements, what keeps pushing you forward?
You know, I reconnect myself to what I said before. I honestly like to see people that they are growing. So I'm more driven by the feeling that I'm leaving something to them, that I make them a little bit better the level that I when I meet them. So this is where I found myself. This is the reason why every morning I wake up and I start very early to work, because again, not for money, not for to do 10 houses more, 10 houses less, but to see that something that I'm doing is there.
Let's say to improve 10 lives, but
To improve, you know, now the group has almost 10,000 people direct. If you consider the real estate part and all the other segments that are rotating around us, that means the construction activity, and 10,000 people, not considering the external companies that are working as a subcontractor, for example. So when you know that you every morning you are part of this engine, of course you are happy.
okay, of course, you're like a leader of 10,000 people.
You know, I'm not saying a leader. I'm just coordinating and try to do my best
We
to
see you
coordinate.
as a leader, for sure.
Thank you very much.
In life, there's ups and downs. When things get tough, what's your strategy of going forward and keep things in control?
If you want to succeed in anything you are doing, of course you are facing problem, and this is the life. And then depend on the size of the problem are small, the problem are big. But always the difference is, if there is a problem, don't wait the problem to overcome you. Don't wait the problem. They are not going to solve alone. So just when you see a problem on your way, just immediately, as soon as possible, understand how you can solve it, how you can pass over, how you can change your strategy to not be affected. This is the reply. So just don't wait. Always think about that. You need to take an action before than late that is helping you to solve any kind of problem.
So a step ahead is the best way.
Absolutely. Of course, it's a stressing vision to live the life, but whatever you can do today, don't let to do tomorrow. So you need to be consistent in the moment.
That's a great advice, actually, and a lot can learn from.
But it's a little bit stressing advice, because your life will be not. It will be a little miserable, you know. There are many things that I want to do, but most of them I cannot do, or I need to really struggle to do it.
Yeah, you set the priorities, so you leave.
So, you know, when you reach anyone that is handling a business, this is really not related to the dimension of the business. At the end of the story, is not anymore owner of the life. Is the life that is owning you. That is a different principle.
So you act based on what life.
Absolutely. You are facing, let's say, so many constraints, big or small, that you are not anymore able to decide exactly what is better for you.
Do you follow your heart?
Normally, I have to say that I follow my heart. Yes, as normally the business is a business, and the business is regulated by number. But even if you are regulated by number, you have the possibility to keep the right space for what is still the emotional part.
So you juggle the balance between the mind and the heart. That's not only logic. It's not only.
You know, the business is who is thinking that the business is a matter of money is absolutely wrong. The business is a matter of relationship. Relationship is the capability to have and to receive, to give respect to people, and to have the right way to. Then, of course, people they have different responsibility, and but at the end. If you think about it, this is the way to be always in balance.
Yes, so it's a 360 degree of like decisions, emotions, connections.
You know, being a manager means managing people. Managing people in a good way means that you know that with someone you have to talk in a way, with someone else you have to talk in another way. and it's not because you have a higher position than someone else that this is giving you the power to act as you want to act. You act as
Okay. Okay.
you know, it's matter of respect. People respecting you when they see that you are sacrificing yourself more than them. The respect is not a matter of a position. Anyone can have the top position, but then if there is no respect, there is no respect.
So you're with the principle of leading from the front.
You know, I'm coming to the office every morning around 6 o'clock, and I'm leaving only because I have a afternoon. I try to get some shisha with friends. This is my only.
Okay.
So, but 4:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock. This is what I'm doing, and so of course you need to sacrifice yourself. There is no result otherwise.
So your escape is the shisha with friends, right?
Sometimes, not even every day. For example, today I had a plan that I cannot respect, so maybe I will not go.
We're having podcast instead of shisha.
Okay, this is not good for the podcast, but it's okay.
So, Mr. Andrea, when shaping the future of Reportage, how you ensure the project reflects your values and ambitions?
You know, we have a vision, especially that is the one that is bringing us ahead daily. We try to be not very romantic when we analyze a project. We try to understand exactly the financial feasibility. You know that as a company, we are not using any bank loan, any finance, any leverage. So there are many decisions that are impacting this kind of, let's say, perspective. And so our always point of reference is to protect as much as we can the cash flow of the company. Actually, you know, the market is in a very good condition, but we know that it's not always like this. We work in this country from the last 20 years, so we know up and down moment. And we know that for us, even as a group, we even work better when the moments are not so fantastic. This is our capability, because always we dedicate to a segment of the market that is the middle market. Always we are more flexible than others. Always we have better condition of payment. So for the future, we don't want to change our strategy. We just want to keep what we are doing, and I'm sure that we will fit also for the next future.
As they say, if it's ain't broken, don't fix it. Like if something is.
Our model and our strategy always is quite safe strategy. So we, you know, today as a group, we have more than 1.3 billion liquidity available that we are not using. And of course, this is helping us to see the future in a way that is a little bit more relaxing. Because, you know, liquidity always is the key. When you think about doing real estate without the heavy part of the loan from banks, that of course they create you a lot of constraints, you know, especially in the condition of the market of these days. You can see all the announcements international, 30%, 40%, 100%. If you are a little bit disconnected from all this, you can have a more clear vision.
So, Mr. Andrea, the UAE real estate is a hotspot for investment through global investors, and it's the go-to now globally and internationally. In your take on real estate, what makes it so special and unique?
You know, the country is effectively unique because, you know, there are in the country fantastic conditions to invest and to work and to live. To be honest, having, let's say, visited all the continents, I can tell you that there is no other place in the world that you can find this kind of mix of conditions. The leadership, you know, in the last 10 years was able to create also, you know, the perception from outside of the country was always, let's say, also not very much focus on what was the reality, but just, you know, listening, investing in Arab countries, maybe security, non-security. So in the last 10 years, This concern is over. Now I think that 90% of the world population, they have the same feeling. There is a little bit more, there was the introduction of the VAT, the introduction of the tax, of the corporate tax, that of course is creating a little bit more even consent from the international financial institution. So I think this trend will continue, for sure. Of course, we cannot, not easy for anyone, I believe, today to do prevision what is in the head of the state, let's say, head of states that they are discussing in this day other subject. But I think that for sure we are in a condition here to be a little bit away from all this trouble. So it will continue. There is an overproduction in our sector. I'm talking that of course is make me concerned. There is number of traders that before I cannot feel that now I feel again that they want to enter and flip the units. That, as usual, and not only here, everywhere, could be a little dangerous. But of course, more people every day, they want to come and live here. More people, they want to come and invest here. So I think the trend will continue.
So how do you keep a step ahead and keep on leading the real estate market or the real estate industry? And
we choose as a line to go in the direction mainly of the middle segment, trying to introduce a category of high middle segment. We don't want to change our methodology, so we will keep focus on our segment, and I think that is a huge segment that can give us the capability to grow. Actually, last year we sold $1.5 billion in 2024. Yes, and the first 3 months of 2025 we are almost $1 billion. That is saying a lot about the growth. So, to be honest, we could even be more. We are missing because acting and working as a sub-developer and not master developer. We act also as a master developer, but in Dubai. But here in Abu Dhabi, it's not easy to have a big land to develop. So, if we could have a bigger quantity of product, I'm sure we could even reach higher number. So maybe for the future.
Maybe, and of course, with the efforts of everyone in Reportage under your guidance, it will be like flying not to the stars, even the moon itself.
Let's keep focus on our let's say solid structure, and I'm sure we will grow.
So, Mr. Andrea, Reportage has made a name for delivering value. What's the philosophy beyond the development that resonates with buyers?
The philosophy is starting from the beginning. For us, when you don't want to use bank leverage, of course, you need to give value to people in order to push them to inject more liquidity. That, of course, together with the equity that you are injecting, is allowing you to reach a certain kind of result. So to do this and to keep the margin and the profit for the shareholders in a certain way, the reality is that you need to have something different from the others. This is why we start from the design, in which we are absolutely a little bit very much, we will put very much attention on this. This attention is helping us to increase our potential profitability. The same is happening on the construction. We are not using external contractor, we are using our contracting entity, and this is helping to control the cost. So these two factors mainly, they help us to propose to customer, for example, the additional discount that we give them for an accelerated payment plan. And this is the key factor that I believe will drive us to continuous offering very special condition. Instead to keep for us what we are saving in these two main activity, we give to our customer because it's helping to maximize our ROI in terms of equity investment. So this is the formula.
This is the success formula for
the success formula, yes.
Yes. So it's, let's say, payment plans and prime locations.
Prime location, payment plan, and flexibility.
Flexibility, which gives a bit margin for buyers and investors.
Yeah.
even to achieve high ROI
Yes, yes,
with
yes.
the development.
Yes, yes, yes.
For first-time investors, why would you recommend a Reportage as a main goal or option?
You know, in terms of a potential investor, we have, I like to divide in two categories. People that they want to invest to resell in the future, people that they want to buy and to rent as a revenue. In both cases, a Reportage can be absolutely a better solution. Normally, as I said before, our prices are more competitive than the market condition. Second, if you want to buy and flip, we have this extra discount with the acceleration of payment. That, of course, is giving people the possibility to buy a studio at 370 or 400,000 dirhams. That is much less than the market condition. Even if you buy normally with a normal payment plan, we have, for example, 50% of your down payment is equal to the discount. That means if you pay 30%, you get 15% discount. So if the studio value is 550, if you remove 15%, you go to 475 or 70, with a potential rent due to the position that we are normally proposing our product, that you make 45,000, you are over 10%, 11% gross. That, of course, is absolutely amazing. So to evaluate exactly which is their own interest, just capital interest in terms of trading of the asset or rent, and then, you know, of course, there are certain locations that are much easy to rent. For example, if you go for rent, most probably 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom are good solution. If you go for trading, for sure, studio or 1 bedroom are much easier solution.
So in the thriving field of real estate in UAE, where do you see Reportage contributing in the next decade?
But, you know, I think that in all these years that we are on the market, we are the one really focusing on the middle segment. So we add the value.
Yeah.
We allowed many people to buy, to be able to buy an house for living or for investment.
Yeah.
And still we have certain kind of product that they have no comparable situation.
Yeah.
Especially if you then link the price with the payment plan, the discount, the condition, or whatsoever. So I think we have done our role, and we are doing, and we are continuous doing our role, and we hope to have the possibility to work, especially in Abu Dhabi, in a bigger scale, in order to express better our idea of community.
To spread more also to
You know, of course, if you have a big area that you can do the master plan from the beginning, you can have a different kind of approach.
Yes, and hopefully it will be, as you said, more and more success through the decades and spreading more locally and globally. The vision of local and global, where do you see Reportage also internationally?
We are trying to, you know, the idea of expanding abroad was because, of course, the market in UAE is a fantastic market. But of course, if you have all your operation in this country, tomorrow there is a slowdown in the market, you could have issues that, of course, we try to don't have. So the idea is to stand in 25, 30, 35% abroad and the rest in UAE. Of course, the market in UAE grows so big that keeping this percentage is not easy. But we are growing outside. We have a new opening a new project in Albania that is open, that is on the market very soon. We have a quite big operation in other countries: Egypt, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan. Recently, in Africa, we have many countries in which we are present. We export our model. We didn't change the philosophy. Our target is always the same. Our segment is always the same. Our flexibility is always the same. And I have to say that we don't have any problem.
Any problem. It's as you said, as you mentioned before, it's the success formula. for
Yes,
Reportage.
yes.
Mr. Andrea, speaking about legacy and impact, how do you define the word home? What does home means for you?
To be honest, for me, Abu Dhabi is my home because I'm here from so many years, and my family is here, and the life, the work is here. You feel home when you know that you are outside and you are thinking to come back in a certain place.
Yes,
So not a
exactly.
matter where you born or where you have your life or your childhood. The most important point is where is your feeling. After all these years, I became half Arab, let's say.
Half
So
Arab.
I feel okay to. I'm happy to say that this is my home,
Yeah.
and honestly speaking, I'm more than happy to live here.
So home is where the heart is.
100%. 100%.
Yes. Do you speak some Arabic?
A few words, just the basic ones. Some I can tell, some I cannot tell.
Oh,
But,
okay.
one is flus, that is, of course.
Flus. That's the main thing.
But I understand the conversation, let's say 60%, 70%, if I know exactly plus or minus what we are talking about.
So, speaking about the culture that you develop, or the communities that you develop, what do you hope people or families that live there feel when they walk through your projects and developments?
Here we open a subject that is quite interesting subject. We are, as I said, we are focusing on the middle market segment. For us, the control on the price that we are offering on the market is a basic point. To be honest, we don't have a peak project in which the profitability for the shareholder is 100 and others that the profitability is 10.
Yeah.
We try always to maybe reach 30, 40, when maybe others that they do in this specific moment, a luxury product, they do more than us. But always our offer, our units, our products is always for sure standing on the market condition, for now and for the future. So even in what we want to offer for the buyer, we want to offer for the buyer first a secure investment.
Okay.
So this is coming before everything, before the community, before what is my idea of living, because I am sure that everyone that want to put money in a real estate investment want to know that always he has a exit strategy easy and maybe with some profitability. So always, the community that we are designing, we are trying to find a balance between the something that is, of course, high standard living, but also something that is for sure maintaining the value for our buyer. And this is our main line.
Okay. So to feel secure, to feel their money is safe.
To feel secure, we have cases. There are cases that we have now that we are when there is a cancellation of a unit, we sell after 30 seconds. I mean, it's not standing 2 minutes on the market.
High demand.
There is high demand. So what I mean, this is where we want to reach. We want to transform the real estate investment in something that can be liquidated in case our customer need in a fast time. If you buy an apartment of 3, 4, 5, 6 million, could be fantastic. But then you need to find another person that is willing to buy these 5, 6 million units. First point. Second point, when you buy a 3-bedroom apartment and you spend 5, 6 million, when you will rent, you will not make 700,000 rent. Maybe your revenue in terms of rent will be compressed.
Okay.
Because of course, it's not following. So these are the elements that are driving us to give always a product that is, let's say, a maximum balance that we can give to a financial investment and a living.
So it's the go-to product regarding ROI, security, convenient living.
Yeah, now we are then over some project like the Gate, that is a nice example of what I'm saying. We start with some villas. We sold these villas partially to some people that they invest the money with a good discount.
Yeah.
Today, I think these people, they did like 150% on the value.
That's
So
a great number.
we have Andrea Vista One is one example who
Yeah.
bought the studio in the beginning, bought the studio at 375, 400,000.
And
Today
now
is 800,000. So I mean,
almost
building is finished and all.
yeah,
So
almost double the number.
this
and
is
more.
only some of the case. So
Yeah.
this is a fact, a reality. So
We see a lot of successful projects, like you said, Maria Vista One. We have also the Gate, also Alexis Tower, handing
Rukan
over,
in Dubai.
Rukan
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Dubai. A lot of handover happened in 2024 and
Yeah.
more to come in
In
2025.
2025, yes.
We're still with legacy and impact. If you could be remembered with one thing in your real estate field, what would it be?
I think that is when we implement some element in our, let's say, business vision that we saw that by the time then other competitors they took over. For example, I give you an example. We were the first that we start to separate the price for the parking from the price of the apartment. Before, when we did this, everybody they told us that we are completely crazy. But this is helping in a psychological approach with the customer, because if I have 50,000 for a parking or 40 or 30, and I deduct this value at the end, the customer has perception to have an investment that is smaller. This is helping the psychological approach to the market. This is something, for example, that we did, and I think now 99% they do the same that we are doing.
So we are the pioneer.
The 1% offer for customer. I know that people they are saying that they are the 1%, but we are the one offering this in 2014 in the first building called Leonardo. Was 1% a month installments, and so there are some innovation that we are doing in terms of design, even in terms of payment plan, in terms that this is what I like to remember of the market.
So pioneering in payment plans, also in prime location.
The design also.
So we are the pioneers for the 1%, right?
We are.
That's a good scoop for us, actually.
I see. This is a new that I told you today. Okay.
Speaking about work-life balance, what's one habit that keeps you recharged and motivated? Life routine you do?
To be honest, the quantity of the last, especially couple of years, the quantity of the problems that you have to face on daily basis is not allowing you to have any proper balance, or you don't have time for yourself. The reality is that I don't have time even to take maybe 1 hour or 1 hour and a half during the day. This is the reality, because doing the business as we are doing is the necessity is to be on top of the problem on daily basis. Yes. And then every month almost we launch a new project, and this of course is not just coming from nothing. There is starting from the negotiation of the land, the design, and I don't need to tell you the marketing, because you know how the marketing department is under pressure always. So, to be honest, I normally play tennis on the weekend, couple of hours every Saturday and couple of hours Sunday. But at the end, I'm going to the beach in Sadiate when is the weekend. But this is what I'm doing normally. Unfortunately, we come back to the square number one. We talk about the necessity to be continuous on the work. Unfortunately, you are not anymore owner of your life, but you do what you have to do. That's it.
So you unwind with the sea breeze.
That's it.
Yeah. Do you miss one habit you used to do, like or some space to do some?
To be honest, of course, you miss many things, but. And not miss in a negative way, because then to work with the rhythm that we are working, you need to love what you are doing. Yeah. So if you want to be successful in your business, you need to transform your business in your hobby.
Yeah.
So I like to do what I'm doing. I'm enjoying. Sometimes I feel a little bit maybe overloaded. Sometimes I would like to take 1 hour for myself, but sometimes it's possible. Sometimes I was out for the last week, this week, if you see my schedule today, I have maybe, I don't know, 12, 13 meeting. So it's, and yesterday the same. So really complicated to manage the mechanism.
Exactly. So, as you always say, we are here to enjoy, right?
Yes, I'm enjoying less these days because I'm super busy, but it's okay. It's okay.
Enjoy will come after.
I hope so. I hope so. I just tell it to myself all the time the same. It will come. It will come. I hope it will come. Yes. Maybe next week. Let's see.
Maybe next week. We hope to. As a wrap up, looking back at your achievements and looking forward to your ambitions, what's the one piece of advice you can give to younger generations who have this entrepreneurship vision and wants to be an icon or a leader in their field?
My personal suggestion is that always there is two parts in the business. Main part. One is the commercial part. One is the operational part. Normally, the fancy part is the commercial part, and the heavy part is the operational part. Because normally, even when you do a new project, for example, in our field, you enjoy this part of the life to negotiate, to talk, to understand, because it's a way to renew yourself. But then when you go to the operation, is exactly why you lost the control of your life, because the operation is the one that is giving you. It's like your orchestra director is giving you exactly your time and your
the maestro.
Exactly, the maestro. Now, my suggestion is always this one: focus on the operation.
Okay.
Because if the operation is working, then everything is much easier. Now, to make the operation working, you need to focus on. Again, you come back on the continuity, because operation is boring, operation is stressing, and so if you lost the continuity, or if you are not continuous with yourself and what you are doing, this is making everything collapse. Because any commitment you are taking from the commercial. So my personal suggestion is just focus, and don't forget that every day you wake up and then you go to sleep. That means the life is also routine. When you accept this concept of the routine and you find happiness in what you are doing on daily basis, then you can look at the second stage.
Actually, this is an amazing advice. We can all learn from your experience.
You need to pay me something for this advice.
I will.
Maybe 100 dirham I take a shisha.
Yes.
Okay.
I invite you to shisha outside.
Okay, fantastic. Next time we go together.
Khalas. It's all me this time.
Thank you very much.
So we're here, as you said, to enjoy, and we enjoyed speaking to you, listening to your perception on life, on work and investment, learning from you, from your experience. And every day we keep learning from your vision and working on it to expand more and more locally and internationally.
Thank you very much.
Any last words for the audience or?
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Thank you very
We're
much.
here to enjoy.